I beat, I beat, I beat the champions of England. I beat the champions of England. What are you saying? Hey, since we're all moving like yo, okay, man, you get their first three win in a row, so you deserve you deserve if at all, you deserve
About this to
Congrats to
session
us, man.
Hey,
to
congrats
follow.
to us for your three wins in a row. Me, I dey celebrate my win against the champions of England. And they celebrate topping
Top of
the
the table,
Premier League
top
table.
of the table, baby. Something that man, they
Yes,
never
yes.
top table for the longest. Wait, I must
All
check.
win,
The
all
last
win,
time I
and
was
win.
top table,
All win, all win, and win, all win, and win.
That na
Our,
2013. Like, you know,
our win, they come with Christmas. So, man,
even if
celebrate
you
our
not
power.
no, but it was a nice way to end the season, pause the season for the international break, so
Bro,
everybody can
anytime
restart.
international break day, man, you always lose. Anytime international break day, we always lose before break starts. So this time around, the feeling is good. So
No, I feel
let's
say
just
this
play
kind
with
of
the
thing.
moment.
Say when Ferguson did Man U, he get one period when he go through him say they almost like him too, and he conquer him. He can just the career can just go up. I feel
Now
like
when
waiting Amorim. I feel like
now
waiting
when
Amorim
you
go to like
now,
if Amorim if he just steady this ship right now, say he pass through this thing, not like him. Man, you go do alright. They're not going to compete to, but they could do alright. Like all the time, fifth, fourth, what kind of finishes. They're not like they will challenge. Be like when they come around, you understand? You see what we do Liverpool. If you want that kind of thing for Old Trafford, the one that see Liverpool, not be so now they shake, they crumble, they collect, yet.
bro,
So
match, that match now pasting the pissed us. Me and you know you're the top of this one.
which one?
no, I believe the Man
That top of
United. Oh, not go there.
No,
Oh.
Liverpool
no, I
go
believe
pissed us. No,
no. See,
I
you
believe
know
the
why?
Man
You know why?
United full
I think
time.
say slot. I think say slot this thing. So slot this thing that they shake. You see, she still tell you say your back kickers. She will still tell you say your back kickers. Going forward, the guy still say they play for Bournemouth. You know the effective, you know the influence. You see when Arnold did this thing, as Salah they go, you know the Salah they look for, you know the guy pass for Salah they. Salah not get
but
anybody.
I believe say go adapt, Sha. You know, coming into a big club, like, now just few matches into the season, I believe say the guy get better potential. Like, he go adapt. It's just a matter of time.
Anyway, sha. Time still dey. You still get time. You still long. Not everybody do adapt. This accept never adapt. This not the fire the way they go for the way they go for Newcastle.
How
Everybody see the
how many points Liverpool take the top? Arsenal take the top Liverpool now. Not be 3 points.
1 point, 1 point.
1 point.
Okay.
Yeah, just one.
I just checked one thing just now. I asked ChatGPT to say when was the last time Man United finished a match week at the top of the table? Then I wait on as one supposed to be focus on. And I still I say the last time Man United finished a full match week in first place in the Premier League was on the 30th of September 2017. When
Just
they
imagine.
beat Crystal Palace 4-0 and moved clear at the top. 2017.
Just
I
imagine.
never get admission that time. I never get
Given they
admission.
won
But I just
2017,
when they get admission. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That man,
How
that
the
man,
how the mighty have fallen. That be my own so it is well.
Man United played Arsenal for finishing second, back to back.
Normal now, normal. You know the character now.
Normal, this normal. What's it normal about this one? Our own statistics now. So we never talk to them since
I don't mind Liverpool beating us, Sha. As far as say they close the gap on now.
Mind,
Do well.
mind, mind. Because now must beat Liverpool. I put it to,
But we know what
I
beat
put
no,
them.
it to,
We know
to
what
who go
beat them.
beat
We know what
Liverpool.
beat them. We know what beat them. Make them beat us. You get why?
I put it to you to beat Liverpool.
Say the
no,
exam. Say the exam.
my inform don't pick up too much. Both perform. Liverpool in this year period of good man. Liverpool not the possess team, not the dominate game. So I'm man that next thing man they love. That's kind of match you
Bro,
see Bruno Fernandes.
no matter how
Now,
any team they perform, when they jam Man U, they beat they beat Man U. Whether you don't lose like 5 matches in a row, once you jam Man United, 3 points short for you. Will be Sheffield giveaway. Yeah, they give. So you're not supposed to reason Liverpool form. Liverpool Man U, you're not supposed to reason prior form before the match. So we know how the thing will end up last, but more just the observe. The team say may what happen 3 seasons ago, may not repeat himself again. But they'll paste us normal. Uh-huh.
Just wait,
that
see.
match,
What
I
is
just,
Man U say? I don't
this is
understand
the
what
same match
Man U
that
say
Salah they
about
come back.
Liverpool.
This kind of match that Salah they love. They love Man U. It's in love with Man U.
Salah never turn up since so. He never turn up since so. But this match now, your wash, your bank 2 first half goals.
Enough it.
Salah they good enough.
Ah,
Enough it. Enough it. I'm not sure. Man U for that match, cost me anywhere from today. Man U 3-1 victory over Liverpool.
Yeah,
I tell you.
say Messi Mount of the big form. So Messi Mount, Mbuemo, and Sesko. Sesko to continue his good run.
So,
I pity Ona too. I just pity Ona.
See,
I just pity Ona too.
so I won't make slot get a hard small now. The guy don't get that easy. Uh-uh. Every year they go away for you as you come. Like pattern of good. You won't come do am again. No, make the Premier League. Those are the guys hot situation the guy coaches. But I'm not last. But I'm not fit survive am. And in years they want they go like that, they get and clear like that. No, you guys go to the call. So I like as they go through am now. They make it know see if it dey tactically sound to correct am. Or whether na club this thing just because I just say that this position I make club say na they come back to football again, say they go ever manage again because say all club hard work for years when the guy they depress they do for Liverpool. Person just come, the same team just we not even get reach the highest point when you get when you run out. Uh-uh. No now. It's sweet as slot they go through am like this. Make we see whether they good enough. So I like am. So I dey expect Amorim to turn up. Now this match I want see Amorim of Sporting. You know that kind of sharp Amorim that we
Sharp.
want. Let me have blessed for after international break. Sorry, sharp one. Let's go Manchester.
Man you never win back-to-back matches in January. So you think
All
say na Liverpool
Liverpool
eh,
6,000.
you think say na Liverpool now they'll just start am.
Believe I can learn. Like that day, then they want to turn up. Leave them, not stress them. Just believe. Believe. Sure, not be they tell us we won't believe in our Amorim system. So you know we can believe am for this match, this kind of match. Now beat Chelsea, what champions? Oh. No, come beat Premier League champions. No, don't say that. Believe.
But next week not far now. We'll do a review now. So we'll voice out.
No wahala.
Yeah, no,
No wahala.
we will start now with Manchester United. I want to start with Man United because their performance this weekend are very surprising one where nobody actually expects. Everybody at some point they think say Sunderland being in a much better form and looking all hyped up will actually run into Man United. But I talk on that for the preview say Man United playing at home, they will always want run enter you. And I will see what happened for the first 10 minutes when Mount takes goal. And again, they call later still the first half with Sesko, my guy, currently the tallest best striker
Yeah,
in the league, the
Moody,
tallest
Moody.
best striker in India,
It, it,
Mundial.
it, it top pass, but matter.
No,
You
No,
not
no,
top
no,
pass.
no, no, not sure. I'm
no,
not
no,
sure
no.
if it's top yes, man.
That guy, we go talk
And
about that guy
again,
especially. We go talk about that guy especially. We'll just leave that guy for
we
Chroma
still
first.
see, we still see, we still see a very impressive debut from Sene Lamed, the goalkeeper for Man United. And that performance now waiting, I feel say will be a start to a new thing for Man. It's supposed to be a start to a new thing because the guy is very commanding inside the box. Now whether he will fit continue now, I will not know because I actually watched the guy that day and I was really impressed the way they command the box, they position the defenders as well. So make we first hear from Elijah. Maybe hear your thoughts about this impressive Man United
Please smile.
performance.
First time I have to smile on camera.
I don't really know. I don't really know the impressive side when you say you see sharp. But to me, I don't really see anything. I don't really take any positives from that match apart from Lamen's performance. I don't really see any positive from that match. Same Man U when we know before. Now see same Man U now we see that day. They just did lucky enough to get an early goal, which give them advantage for the match. I wish that match end up first half 0-0. I did very certain say Sunderland will come for second half. If we even beat us like 1-0 or maybe match we see end 0-0. So I don't really see any positive from that match apart from Lame's performance. System Man United, still same system, still same set of confused players. Maybe say never understand the system. Same that lot where they put out bad performances week in week out. Nothing special. Same Casemiro when no fit make line breaking passes. We just did lucky say we fit just get an early goal for that match. Sunderland control for second half like they control most of the game now. They control most of the game. With Sunderland coming to Old Trafford losing first half 2-0, we expect okay Man U, wetin we expect of Man U to come in for second half, like maybe even add two more goals or even more, three more goals join. Yes, you dey lead 2-0 now, you don't get advantage. You fit attack at Liberty. But no, the team will not get no drive for the team, no hunger for the team at all. You dey beat newly promoted side 2-0 first half. Second half you come in, you dey relax, no drive, no hunger for the team at all. We just dey play. We just dey settled with that 2-0 with that 2-0 win. Same thing happen against Burnley where we say we dey win. We feel say okay, we don't win match. Burnley come from behind. If not say we go get one lucky penalty for 10 minutes, we for end that match 2-2. So like where that drive, where that hunger, man, you big club. We dey forbid to win match 4-0. We dey forbid to win match 5-0. We don't see Arsenal play this season. We know how the match end. We don't see Man City play Burnley this season for Etihad. We know how the match end. So you as a big club, you get match, you get match against newly promoted side for your home. You dey relax because you just dey lucky to score two early goals. Just dey relax. No drive, no hunger for the team. I just feel like even if we win, I just feel like we get a whole lot to work on. Amorim get a whole lot of work to do for this Man U team. The mentality of the players is very, very weak. Very, very weak. We need to work on the performance or on the mentality of the players. But my take with that.
All right, thank you for your take, for your honest take. But wetin I dey feel na say those na results wey Man U fans suppose to at least appreciate. No be match wey be say out for a very good kind of performance. But personally, I feel the performance was okay. Just like I talked for the preview, I say if Sunderland fit hold out this Man United side for the first time, the game will actually be much more difficult for them for second half. But them not being able to hold out the Man United side for first half, not feel of the game, honestly. Man United at home, we don't see them play so well. Even in their first match of the season, when everybody call the match of good performance, we see them, they worry Arsenal a lot. And the game when they win against Burnley, I believe that's still a home match. I think I didn't want to try check to confirm. So that's still home match. So the two or three of Man United wins this season don't come from home. So now we're supposed to be looking in the bright light of say, okay, this should be like the building of a fortress again in Old Trafford. Honestly, that one are the positives to take out from the match for me. So Maro,
Hmm. Well, for me, just like Elijah told him, now expect or so you not really good performance. For me, I see some positive like Elijah because that match, but like I said, the goalkeeper, a new guy for the Premier League, Belgium, from Belgium actually, and you know the kind of goalkeepers when they come out from Belgium, likes of Courtois and all, and the guy, all those kind of goalkeepers when they buy from nowhere, just want to sign the game 1 year like that out of somewhere, they just sign the game, they get have to perform. You know, so I feel say that's a very good thing for goalkeeper. The guy performed to me, he tried because if Sunderland scored that very early chance. That even if there's an offside, that Traore when it fails, when it goes towards enter. How is that thing enter? Say VR check am, say they closer and go. The game for like they closer. But even the fact say Sunderland or Manchester United go to goals, which was good for Messi Mount, I think. And who was the second scorer again? Who scored the second goal?
Tesco and Mount
Now
then scored.
Sesko and Mount, okay.
That's
And Sesko, which was good for them. Like I feel like if you're not in like a great run of form, if your team not home matches na one of the places for players wey no dey good form, wey no dey like winning at home is good for your team because e dey boost morale for una. If una fit dey continue this run say Old Trafford una dey hold una own or una dey give players wey no dey good for run of form, person like Cunha, how is person like Cunha now score for that match? E dey boost im morale because the energy from the fans, the impacting our home team, the fact that they extend our unbeaten run at home. Like for the goalkeeper, not keeping a clean sheet against a good Sunderland team that have sent in the Premier League this season, obviously, because they did higher, obviously, the last run of games. So I would say for Manchester United, you know, if it's also not bad, first of all, so kind of times you need to win ugly, you understand? And to me, Man, you know win this match ugly. Because, or even as much as I say they did lucky, but chances wise, for football, you guys take your chances. You understand? That's what football be. If Sunderland, if Man you control this match now, Sunderland sneaking 2 goals, 2 lucky goals, they're not gonna care whether they not play football or anything. You know they good run of form. So any of the win come, take our first and 3 points. That's good for match. That's good for Amorim. That's less pressure on the team. That's like on your goal scorer. Sesko don't score goals in 2 matches now. So that one they build confidence for them. So if you say when I play as you only get better. You understand? I feel say this one a good chance for them to go on an upward curve. You understand? So because the next run of matches is not easy. So if now lose this match, now more and more pressure to perform. Now na fee they take am one game at a time. They try build on from this performance going on to the next one, which is Liverpool. When should they believe when I say even if una roughly or if the game not be like as easy as it could dey against Sunderland, the confidence of say at least una don fit do am, una don fit finish game 90 minutes with lead, with new goalkeeper, not be Onana wey we no know whether he dey gamble on the side for Man U because the kind of the goals wey that guy dey concede, I don't know where they come from. But it's better for Manchester United. This is a very good start for what you guys can build. You understand? I remember when Chelsea did bad run. You understand that? So kind of times you win and win. You just shocking that one. You understand? Look forward for the next one. So I just say when I squad as a whole, na good morale building winning I get for them. And if I we turn up from here going forward na team will only gel more for me. So that's how I take.
thank you. And again, once we move over now to Man City, a result when we actually make Man United fans even appreciate their own results as well because we see Man City side with Pep and boys traveling to Brentford. They only managed to escape with a goal. So sealing the few points for them. And again, I want to point out something from this Man City team. Currently, the heavy reliance on Haaland is shown. Now, which I really want to maybe talk about because obviously everybody expects City to get the 3 points out of this match. But my observation currently, I say, a lot of Man City goals they come from Haaland. Should that be a thing of worry, or maybe we just look at like say, nah, normal thing speaking from history.
City I just looked at him as Man City just did one injury away, one Haaland injury away from being a Man City obviously last season. If Haaland should get injured now, I just feel it's a problem for the team. But we all know we all know how Man City they play. Most of their creative players, anytime they hold the ball, now Haaland they find most of the time. So the team obviously they built around Haaland. So I don't really know if I would talk say their reliance on Haaland na bad thing or na good thing. On a good look of it, na good thing. Haaland na proving good scorer. If he dey fit, the players will provide chances for he go surely deliver goals. But on the other side of it, if he can't injure now, where is the way forward? Which player now go fit step up, play that number 9 position as Haaland dey do now? During the time when Alvarez dey, we know so okay, yes, there was a time when Haaland get injury that time. Alvarez fill in that position where it dey bang goals for that number 9 position. But now, Man City get that player as they get player as same profile as Alvarez. I don't really think so. So I really feel like if Haaland fit stay fit, good for the team. But if wetin happen last season, was it last season when Alan gets an injury for some months or so, the team go struggle. So there are two sides to it. There's a good side to it. There's also a bad side to it. But in football, you can't predict the future. So I just hope say Alan fit stay fit for them. And even Alan sef staying fit, other players sef need to step up. They're not just dey depend on Haaland for goals. They need to step up, they need to start scoring goals too. Not be say for team only one person dey score goals. Make everybody dey score goals. So na my take with that.
For Man City, the over reliance on Haaland for me. First of all, now Haaland a striker. If your striker dey bang, very good news. You understand? When they get Alvarez as backup, it was excellent because Alvarez, when you see him for Atletico Madrid, you see the boy get the talent. It's a bit finish, it's a bit the cool, it's a bit so now with them without Alvarez, they can't bring in Mamouche. Mamouche when he come initially, he try, he give us that instant reaction we expect, but now with the injuries and the falling off a bit because of I don't know whether obviously whether because of injuries of they're now coming into the season and relying on Haaland excessively. I think in the long run it will affect the team because if you are playing Champions League and Haaland is to represent his own country and is to play Premier League, which is every other week, and I think when we get to December, the match is kind of coming thick and fast. So there will be a lot of matches to play within that period. You cannot rely. The boy is human. Even as much as he says he's fit, he's strong, and I think it's in his like there's a kind of form that Haaland goes in. You get the kind of form when Haaland they enter. You know, say this boy don't mean him. You understand? So I feel saying that that's form that he bring enter this season. You see, say the hunger day for the goal this season. He did that aggressive nature we see for the season when he tormented us for Premier League. You understand? So I feel the guy did good enough. But if you talk say injuries, if you predict say injuries don't happen because now human being hamstring here, 2 weeks out here, 3 weeks out there of not touching the football. If you come back, if you not bang the way if you not hot the way they hot now because it will take time to understand, get into that mood again. So I feel say the over reliance on Haaland in the end, if the likes of Foden, to me they not dey get enough goals from other places. You understand? If if not be Haaland, if you see scoreline of like 4-0, 3 na Haaland, maybe one Foden. You understand? They see mostly like they distribute around the front line or like midfielders they coming to around. We know say Reinders do am at the start of the season, but now with the another team Rodri injury again, which is we know say running at na main part of that particular person. Nobody don't fit do am with for that man City the way Rodri dey do am for. So now Rodri being injured again, he go set the team back some this thing. So now the even the creative this thing going forward or the fluidity itself don't deep a bit. So relying on Haaland in the end, I feel say it could cause the team. The boy, he need rest. Except now they want them to say they want to manage the minutes. And I don't know how they want to manage him if na him the only main man with banking. So that over reliance, I think say it go affect them in the end.
Something that I still want to talk about for this Brentford and Man City match now. Yeah, Man City not really, they look like the dominating sides when we know them to actually be over the past years. Yes, they control some phases of the game, but a Man City dominating the game from start to finish now, waiting we never see for the longest. And why are they hit on this? Why not really hit on? Why I really spot this Haaland dominance or Lions? Sorry. Now, when I notice when Rodri go off, it can't take my mind back to like 2 seasons, 3 seasons ago when Man City they fully reliant on Rodri and how much Rodri they important in the team. At some point, you go even believe say Rodri even they more important as at then to Erling Haaland because even before the arrival of
Yeah.
Haaland, we don't see this Man City team play play so well without a centre forward. And now we don't see again Rodri go down injured this season. Why? Because I feel say because of excessive usage. See, Man City don't use that guy to the point say for the guy now to go back to a fully fit Rodri. Now waiting almost all the footballers in the world they pray for or they hope for because you know people who really like football when they would like see him fit again to experience another run of good form. So the prayer now for Haaland to stay fit else. The same way when Man City dey suffer for midfield. Because now the Rodri effects that make Man City not know the field they dominate games, whether we like am or not. And now the fact that Rodri not they fully fit. With Rodri for that midfield, they control the tempo from start to finish. Now wetin Man City dey lack and why they not dey dominate. So if losing Rodri takes out your dominance, losing Haaland honestly could take out your goal scoring. And that would be very disastrous compared to even losing your dominance in football. So, can I get anything else to talk from this Man City match before we move on?
Another thing we need to talk about
Well,
Donnarumma. So, sorry, like that.
exactly.
Donnarumma. Donnarumma.
Yeah.
Bro,
Now what I want to talk about.
that guy they dominate the post. I know he just did that post to big.
No,
They can't face that guy.
you get where I go reach when I go talk about the Donnarumma. I get it here at the looks. Okay, but make we talk about him now. So don't talk about Man United and Man City. And they currently look at the table, although we still come back to them when we want to talk about Liverpool, because now Liverpool now make me want to actually talk about this particular thing. I definitely look at the table from 1 to number 10. And the only team when they concede the most, when they let in the most goals above Liverpool, now be Manchester United. Chelsea and Liverpool they on the same in terms of goals allowed, which is 9 goals let in 7 games, which is not really a good thing, honestly. If we're honest with ourselves, for teams of those nature, letting in 9 goals in 7 games, say no.
Man,
I see that Man City, I see that Man City now, don't let in only 6 goals. And since when Donnarumma come for the league, I believe only 2 or 3 goals now you don't concede. 2 or 3. The remaining goals coming when Trafford they go before when Donnarumma coming. So the introduction of Donnarumma into that team and something when they don't stabilize their defense, and I would say they really lacked that last season because Man City last season they were not a good team defensively. But waiting they actually they noticed. Well, I won't bring them up towards the end of where we talk.
okay. Another thing I'm going to talk about the whole talk about Burnley and why they out hold out the king. what did they do am before? You know, say Rodri, just the way Arteta dey play system, it's na so Man City dey play their own system. So Rodri, I think when Rodri play for Atletico, that whole gidi for dropping, Rodri dey play that time when they play Atletico, he drop play almost back four still. So that night they play that position. So the guy they good all round. You get so now I want to ask question. Say now when Rodri don injure, we go expect to see more like loss of possession or frailties in Man City's build up play, things like that.
I know you. Come again.
I think now when Rodri don't injure, when we don't get this new Rodri injury, now we know say Man City now they don't try to build up that their whole possession base football again, making the system like with less mistake and all. So now when Rodri don't injure, the question why they ask now, we go to see more mistakes when it comes to like playing from the back, like building up and things like that for Man City. So we expect Man City now to like drop for the table or we expect their football to keep.
Rodri's injury now waiting affect them last season. You understand? And seeing him injured again, it not necessarily means say some people don't dare to do the job. They get Nico Gonzalez, they get Kovacic and the likes. But the thing is, they're not going to do the job as well as waiting we don't see from Rodri over the past years. Man City not go really fit dominate games again, or for now, sorry, or for the longest. From my own observation, they're not fit dominate games for the longest. But what thing they're going to need to do now, what thing they don't really need to do now, score goals and defend goals. So expecting to see a Man City side dominate any game currently, apart from the team what we see them do against Burnley. Now those kind of games you could see them they could easily feel they dominate. But against a compact side, and the side don't say go fit hit you up on counter like Brentford, Man City not fit dominate all those kind of games.
So that means we'd expect like thriller from Man City Crystal Palace then.
Of course, of course now.
Get your odds
That
in.
game will be a very tough one. You will come back now, let's say the link.
Let's say you deal with us.
So if we move over to the Arsenal match,
Elijah, are you with
where
me?
Arsenal actually beat West Ham 2-0, but the scoreline will not really do justice to that match in terms of how much Arsenal dominates that game. You see, for the very first time, Arteta starts the lineup when everybody they cry out for him to start. But sadly, an injury to Odegaard, which was basically the only negative to take out of that match, happened to break out that particular information. But the introduction of Zubimendi now waiting constantly open up the game a bit because Martin Zubimendi was directly involved in the two goals when Arsenal scored. What will be your take on the game? Like, what will be your take generally on this whole Arsenal team currently? Because we don't see them now, they dominate games. The only problem now
I,
is actually creating a very nice scoreline in consecutive years. But Arsenal, they dominate games again.
I don't really see the Arsenal game, sure, but first thing at the same time, Man won. But I checked the statistics and everything for the match, and I see the Arsenal dominate the game as usual. Uh, Even though we expect more goals from the match. Still same Arsenal, still same dominating side, can't get home advantage again and everything. So one thing about this Arsenal side now, say I go really commend Ateta for the kind of mentality when though it's still on this thing, right? I just feel like the team they get. I think when we talk about mentality right now for Premier League, I think Arsenal and I get the strongest mentality for the league right now. That I want teams to really commend Ateta for, and obviously the thing don't they click small, don't they click the tactics don't they work small. So I believe say um they will only turn up when the time come. Like They will really turn up and all that. So I dey look forward I dey look forward to them, sha.
Like,
I go really I go see point out to Eucharist performances. I see some clips. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday about the match? I see. I don't really know if Arsenal have to play to the strength of Eucharist because his performance against West Ham was very
now,
helpful.
now why I tell you to talk about Amanda. I still say that guy should be ideal striker for Arsenal.
Oh,
But Amanda when he did Newcastle, so
okay.
that
Yeah,
guy,
that guy.
you
Yeah,
remember
that guy
when
gets.
beginning of transfer window when Chelsea they linked to that guy, they happy because now he actually like, but when they signed João Pedro, I was actually still happy. But when they
Yeah.
just they linked to that guy for possession on the ball, that guy, I
He all
love the
round,
guy.
he
All
all round
round
play.
people. I did watch
He all
him.
round
I did
play
watch
very good.
him. If you watch Stuttgart last season, you go know what they talk about for that guy.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
when Newcastle rush him, I say Newcastle they get eye. They try for this one. They try for that one. When they say rush that guy, it paid me when Chelsea not sign when Chelsea not reach agreement. Because if you look at the money when Arsenal spent for this guy, I know it's say Joker is a bad player, but when it comes to profile, you dey see say but man that fit the profile like it fit what the Arsenal want. It be like
Yeah,
Havertz, but
yeah, yeah,
it better but
yeah,
control of the
yeah.
ball, you get time.
That's true. Yeah.
With head, you get time. It's a bit
His style of play suits the Arsenal system very well.
exactly perfect.
He all round he played it very,
That guy,
very, very.
that guy for cook for Arsenal. I swear to God. But we not fit say Arsenal get around Sesco though. But sorry, with
Yeah,
Joker,
yeah.
just we say that guy had better profile for Arsenal before.
Basically, these Jokeres and Votamade or Sesco inclusion for Arsenal. Arsenal team we just need striker. And Victor Jokeres now that striker and we say we fit currently say okay, that's the best striker. The only problem we have now say you don't get that's I want to put on Arsenal.
First touch,
You don't get those nice footworks. And
yes,
then
first
again,
touch.
the ball not the drop from in terms of say okay, all those one time finishes where we see last season from Haaland, those box finishes, we don't really see from Haaland, you understand? Now currently the team they expect them to do more in terms of hold up play. And you try bringing Nick Watervadi into the conversation for Arsenal as well. I will actually compare that guy. I was going to say later. I said I will actually compare that guy to his style of play to his style of play of Havertz.
Oh yeah, what
That
I
guy,
talk just now.
that guy and
The
Havertz
movie
get
I
the
talk.
same style of play. And I want to talk something again. I say I which match I watch I thought I miss Havertz a lot because Havertz in this current Arsenal style of play for all the bang goals. He Havertz in this current Arsenal style of play for at least for those score way more than this Jokeres don't score. Not me say Havertz now a better striker than Jokeres, but the current style of play suits Havertz more than it suits Jokeres. So honestly, I know the toxic Jokeres again a better time for Arsenal. I only talk to you to get you don't want to adapt more because you see I'm now saying they involved in the game more. I guess you do those style of play. You just need to calm down sometimes and be very decisive whenever the ball reach out. That's it. You go score goals. The time will come when you go the bank goes. But now I just feel the pressure. And again, Saka. Somebody now the questions Saka say Saka not really supposed to take that penalty. But then again, you look the landmark when Saka reach at that point in time. You're not going to expect him to want to give the ball to Jokeres, being the captain, even him being the captain and knowing it's okay, you don't reach 200 game. And scoring that goal will make him reach 100 goal contributions for Arsenal for Premier League as well. That's something when you go on to achieve for that time. So in months to come, or in more games to come, more penalties will come when Joker was actually safe. Because I think myself in one of the press conferences, we talk about how clinical Joker is from the sport. Say no, nobody for the Arsenal team they more clinical than Joker is from the sport. But
But I'm not really talk up. I'm not really compare. We can try to say. I know the Joker is definitely could score goals fast. But here you talk about the profile of the player. Like what I say, I say Guatemala then an upgrade on Kai Havertz. He didn't a more clinical Kai Havertz from what I don't say. I don't think about many which that not me being hard because Kai Havertz don't sit try for 50. But if I see me I pick out of the two, just wait say based on profile. That profile, I will say you see what they do now. You see the first couple of games when he play for Newcastle. You don't really understand the in the box movement for Newcastle. But in the last two matches, you just say he don't work on that stuff. In before the cross will come inside, he don't know where to do for this. And I huge guy, you see what he do for to Gabriel for Gabriel slap herself. For sure, like Gabriel didn't load and slap for that snap match. You see how the guy they frustrate that guy. I just sorry for when Chelsea go jam Newcastle. And God pray for that day because I don't know which defender or which defender will go defend that guy or the boy against that guy. So I just like the guy football basically, sha. So this thing was sweet. But I understand where they come from. No, since I get a profile like that in this person, about they nice to go sign exactly the same profile. So I understand where I now go with the movement of
currently, if Arsenal decide to play any style of football, if every of their player they fit, the front
the
line
player.
could be very. If every player they fit, Arsenal get different type of attackers in terms of Jokeres, Havertz, and even Jesus. If you want to play the football of a point man, Havertz fit play Jokeres fit play If you want to play a striker that roams around, Havertz fit play and Gabriel Jesus is the best fit for that kind of football. So if everybody did fit, I feel say this Arsenal side supposed to do something crazy this season as well.
Man, I just remember saying Jesus and say Arsenal player, bro. I don't
Just say
forget that
Havertz.
guy.
Injury in a very bad thing. Why? If injury they get you down for this guy, I don't see for that players. You just hear about them once, then that's what their career was before you hear them begin a retirement or something. That's what it will be. Injury for football are terrible something. What to do?
Just say Havertz. So before I forgot now, made me lose focus now. They all made me the
One day emotional.
Guatemala. But you see that guy penalty for that. You see that guy penalty. You
Woo!
see,
You see that penalty, yeah. You see that penalty, no keeper for the guy.
See,
No
that
keeper for
guy,
the
that
guy.
guy,
Fight that
he
ball.
get, he get, he get vendetta against the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper go and see,
Not your
he
waist,
just
eh?
go,
Not your waist go
he
shake if you make attempts.
just go like, he just go small like say, hmm, hmm. You're not going to.
but I
Don't
believe say
worry.
you know to stay for that Liverpool, that
You're not
Newcastle
going
team
to
sorry
date it.
for a very long
You're not
time.
going to date it.
A more
You're not going
better
to date
team
it.
will come from.
Bayern Munich na greed. Now they just fear of saying they don't release money. Now why Bayern Munich should sign that guy?
He
If
will
not,
go
now
back to
he go back to the Bayern. The guy, no, the guy, he tell us say he won't move now. Now Bayern not going to drop money. Bayern,
Why you get Harry Kane now? What do they need Otamade for?
Harry
They get
Kane
Harry
years
Kane
doesn't
now.
come.
really
Harry
nice
Kane
man
years
to
doesn't come. Now this guy na 21, na 23. Na
I think
23 now.
I think tell you say this season, the reason why Harry Kane dey play so well this season is he know say after this season, everything about him.
The
So
hype
this
don't dey go down.
should be the Harry Kane season. This should be the Harry Kane season because after now, age will tell now. It will be 34.
Anything when he won't win now. Anything when he won't win now. Na this is the winner.
I get different opinions about Harry Kane. I don't really think say the peak of Harry Kane. I don't really see that peak coming to a close or coming to an end in the next 2 3 years. I swear, regardless of his age, I don't really see Harry
No,
Kane
see,
like
I dey feel say
declining.
I know the say he go decline drastically, but age, fit deny say the guy he pays not dey go down. The Harry Kane when
We
over
see
the years.
we
You
see
know
him
what he
for
do for
that.
Tottenham? the only thing I know about him is he did very smart. If you watch the goal against Chelsea, all the goals when he goes for against Chelsea, not be speed he used to score, in a sense.
That's not
He know
that's
how
very
to,
technical footballer.
in a very technical guy, you know where to just drop the ball, know where to whip and to enter. A very sharp boy, and I like him. And he didn't get most of the hints from this guy Maradona. You know, say get what Maradona the teacher how to quench the ball. So the guy is smart and finishing. They're a very smart boy.
So moving on to the biggest game of the weekend. Game
Oh,
that happened through Chelsea.
one thing, sorry to cut you short.
Uh,
You see this Bayern Munich thing, I just feel like make we really look forward to that thing. That thing, I feel like they will cook well this season. It's a company they cook something, they cook atomic bomb for that thing. We need to give our time,
The
give
person
our
we
the
need to
right
pay for that.
players.
The person we need to pay for that team. I wish Musiala they fit right now. With
Exactly.
that
They play like
only
this without
say,
Musala.
and Musiala pairing.
That's bad. They're bad. They're
Eh?
bad. They get
The way
ball.
they move with the ball, it be like saying a game to them. It be like saying a FIFA they play. Why that boy na one of the time when Chelsea miss pay me. Oh. He pay me. That one pay
if
me.
this Bayern Munich team also one team I dey look say there's still dey one injury away from problem as well. Like we look
Who
at
be
them
the
now,
player?
see they play so well. If
Who
one
be
of
the player?
the players when say they play so well for this front line in terms of what they say and Luis Diaz for an injury, which person will come into that team to fit do the same thing when this guy is
Okun.
there? All right. So now that time we will know whether now a system when a company don't actually the players, the individual players now. Because if we take our back now to say okay, the way PSG they play since last season they come now. You can still see them play against Barcelona for Champions League without their basic front three. Everything comes show say okay. The reason why PSG are playing that game na because of say Luis Enrique created a system where we say every player play adapt to it. Even if say you know if you can do 100% like main starters, if you do at least 60-70%, the team will actually get the result. Now what I talk say this Bayern Munich team, if not be a systematic play when the set company they arrange and not just individual players from the front men and also the midfielders. Because their defense no good. To be honest and fair.
No, the defense is good, but
If that defense
going
if
forward.
that defense
The
makes
thing,
a very
the,
crazy attack, then they
no, the defense
set
will come
down.
with definitely. What I try to tell you say the system going from midfield going forward is sharp. You even see am from when company they born. The way ball is dey set up that time, the way
Yeah,
they dey
yeah.
go forward, the way they dey go back, it dey show. The way this Bayern Munich they play, you know, not be like the other traditional Bayern Munich. I don't know. I don't know which kind of school they just go under Guardiola when they say all of them just come outside the wicked for inside system. But something they go right for them for that academy or anything for them. Because company so far, I know like the guy, he shocked me for what he did.
When
The
when
kind,
when you watch when you watch them play that game, you go see the idea. See, yes, the idea did there, but they not really get the right set of players
yes.
waiting where execute. Now, why the team really play perform bad last season? If not,
They know the win matches. They play for matches, but they
they
know the
play
win
you out,
matches.
they play well. Yeah.
So the guy they tried. But
So
not be like that. If only say go injury or lose Diaz go affect them because those guys they very effective for anything when I am those guys are very effective.
Talk about Chelsea now. Yeah, Liverpool actually suffered their third consecutive defeat. That's consecutive defeat since April 2023. Firstly, this result we see from Liverpool over the past 3 games. Is it time to consider it a sign of worry?
Who won't go first? Elijah, go
Elijah,
first. Go first.
you don't
Chop the
lose three
wheat.
matches. You don't lose three matches in a row. That's sign of worry. That's now. the fans and everybody of the club, now something to be concerned about. Meeting big club defending champions of last season, they coming to this season as league favorites. Now you don't lose 3 matches in a row. That's something to be concerned about now. And I don't really see the game against Chelsea, but I don't really know. I don't really know how they play that day. But I just think say, na just a matter of time, and the slot will fit fix whatever thing they wrong for the Liverpool side. Because obviously, this the defense they very obvious for the team. So I just feel like just as the season goes on, I just feel like and the slot will fix the team well. Will fix them.
No,
Well, the match against Liverpool. You know the way I tell you, say Chelsea go there. I thought I'm looking for our preview for the weekend. I tell you, say Chelsea, if you go there, if you go turn up 30 minutes, if you go turn up 15 minutes, if you go switch off for the last start or the last minute, if you turn up for first half, if you switch off for second half. But I know, say Chelsea, one thing I like about them is Liverpool, we know they fear Liverpool. Anytime we play Liverpool, we know they get that fear of Liverpool because especially for Stamford Bridge. No matter when we beat the last season, people say that because they don't take us serious. Now why we beat them. But now they never win. This is they be current
Yes,
champions.
I think they say for 5 years in a row now. And Liverpool never win for Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, we even since they has a time now we don't inculcate that Stamford Bridge. Like, we dey hold our own against Liverpool. So I love the way they say start that game. If you see Caicedo for the midfield. The Caicedo Gravenberch comparison now goes down like dial down a bit. You understand? Because you see what Caicedo do for that midfield. Caicedo make Van Dijk twerk for live TV. Van Dijk dey twerk. It was beautiful to see. And what I like is that although I felt Chelsea switched off for a while still for the goal 1-1, but Blessed said what the player was supposed to do there. But Reece James, instead of defending the ball, was hugging. So that's why I felt like they got the equalizer, which was fair to them because they deserved it still after what they played. Because I felt Chelsea went there to play or to hold the game 1-0. But when I saw Esteva and Gittins, obviously, I saw the idea that Maresca went with. He was trying to catch the goalkeeper out. The goalkeeper tried, in all honesty, because he kept Liverpool in that game for the longest. You understand what you say? Because you can see that Liverpool, they are not the Liverpool of before. You know, Klopp Liverpool now. Like when you get Van Dijk in defense, you don't get much shot on goal. You understand? But now I don't know what's wrong with Liverpool team. They are not as effective as they used to. Going forward, you can see that the defense is not linking up with the attack. You can see that Salah looks lost. He looks alone. You can see that Chelsea were crowding him out in the game. That was the tactic that Maresca went to do. Salah was totally quiet. Even in chances that he got, like the usual Salah caught and one beautiful goal from nowhere. We could not see anything like. We are seeing Salah playing like just another regular footballer. You understand this season, and it's surprising. Kekes is not doing well with the regular Arnold vision and passes and crosses and all. So we are seeing that Slot is going through the changes now are beginning to show. You understand the changes from what Klopp left, but the Klopp effect is beginning to wear off now. We are basically going to start to see his own ideas. And so far, this season he has not looked as strong as he used to be. If you look at the match against Crystal Palace, the Community Shield that they lost, that is not like champions that we saw before the season before. The matches that they even Newcastle coming a man down, getting in a 2-2 draw for Liverpool. Look at the Bournemouth, they escaped by the scruff of their neck with a 3-2 win. So you can see that they are not there yet. They are not the Liverpool that to me I still see Man City as ahead of as title challengers ahead of Liverpool currently because it's looking as if the issues are beginning to show. You can see Van Dijk is not defending like the Van Dijk that we used to. It's not commanding. Konate is on his own doing something on the other side. So you can see that Saposa is the one that has to play in defense. You're removing a defender, you're bringing in a midfielder to fill it. So the ideas behind his thinking are surprising, and it was a good one for Chelsea because that was something to boost their morale for the international break. So for Liverpool, I think this is just the beginning. I think they will be found out more because they will play teams with different styles of football coming into like I'm waiting to see the likes of Liverpool, Brighton, and matches like that. The Crystal Palace, Cities, understand? Because if you look at the last 10 minutes of games, Liverpool they show that they can't see it out. They begin to shake the last 10 minutes of game, and which was good to see Esteban get his first goal as a Chelsea fan. So I think Liverpool will. I don't think Slot will get it right so fast. I want him to like take a
we,
bit
we,
of time.
we're always quick to call on the coach. But
No,
I think the players still needs to like start questioning themselves. The players need to like sit themselves down and start answering some certain questions.
another thing I think is Liverpool. I think the on the field and off the field changes with the way things have gone, with the death of Jota and things like that, and the energy, the way it's affecting everybody. The way Luis Diaz left. If you look at it, the effect that Luis Diaz had on that position and what Giacco is doing there now is totally different. You can see that Diaz was more effective. He could like trick his way into the box, cause a foul, maybe do a pullback and get the ball. Giacco is like slower, he's a bigger guy. He's more like short oriented. So he's doing the best. The squad is doing the best that they can.
But now they get a player in Federico Chiesa when don't they look like itself again this season. I believe after Ekitike is the next highest goal scorer in the team. But the manager and patiently they still they freeze the guy out of the squad.
Then I
What's
want
if
to
you say
about.
waiting if you say be the focus? I would like my own ask you. What if you don't figure out say be the problem after these three consecutive losses? Because now teams when we say they want they're supposed to see out in terms of Galatasaray, although they don't play against Galatasaray. They say the three matches now away grounds as well. And I still
Yeah.
see one record of them losing. This should be like their sixth loss in 9 away games. 6 losses in 9 away games. Those are very terrible records for a team when we say the start of Liverpool. Yes, when if you understand, say their home, which is Anfield, now one of their greatest, now their fortress. But now you don't should say going away from them. They not they look like that thing when people go fear to host. They
Yeah.
suddenly they look like the thing when people go who they happy to go say come. You know the day your ass. We dey our ass. Come beat us our ass if you fit. We are here for the
And I
taking
think
of
and I think and I think if you want to win the Premier League, you have to be dominant. You have to try and be effective away. You understand? Because if you're not even doing it away, on your home safe, you'll be under more pressure. And now when you talk about Chiesa, I don't know what is the problem. I don't know what Chiesa do. But I don't say no matter how old Chiesa dey, Chiesa not old past Salah if I'm not doing wrong. I know what
another
Chiesa
seven
do for I know what Chiesa do for Juventus. I know what Chiesa do as player. You see, he did very sharp in the box. You dey find goal, even for the Champions League squad sef, they freeze am out. Player gats injure now before you go back make you include same Chiesa again.
I don't think Sunkers are they physically ready for the Premier League. I
The
don't think
way it start this season, with the way they try force am out of the club when the window dey open, say now dey part of the plans before Jota die and all those kind of things. Now the person don even still come back. You see the bang goals, still dey celebrate, still dey tell you say he wan fight for a place for the squad. Give the guy opportunity. Okay, wetin dey so bad for okay, you get person like Chiesa when be more of a winger than Gakpo, when be faster than Gakpo. Why you no dey play Chiesa? We did this so bad about Chiesa. The thing is, if smaller players don't come the league, Chiesa don't do over a season now. If the smaller players don't come the league under 6 months, don't be ready for the Premier League. Why Chiesa never did ready in a season and almost a new
No,
one that is
so
almost new.
last season he get very minimal game time. So we
Yes.
were okay, maybe not really dey fully fit. So the manager not just they put down for the starting 11 and all that. Same thing now they happen to Florian Wirtz. I just feel like we all know what Wirtz they capable of. And a very very good player. I just feel like coming into a new league now you see they new to the intensity of the Premier League and all that. I just feel like definitely Wirtz will cook. I just feel like he never really did you never really dey physically you never adapt to the physicality and intensity of the league. So if na just a matter of time, now we just dey say now and explore the bench am sometimes. So I just feel like he just needs time. Normal Vez will cook. Na still the same time dey see with Chiesa too. So I just feel like he he
Yeah,
just
when we will know from the beginning, Vets not go cook for Liverpool.
It's
To
not
me,
looking like it's not looking like
Vets
you know. You see, I
yeah,
feel like
say
the way they
they
say they
take
rush out for Premier League, not what they expect. You know they get the freedom and the time of what they to do what they want to.
exactly.
You understand? You know they get that for Bundesliga. You see, I'm saying they take extra touch, they do one thing, but Premier League they out odds, they rush out, nah.
so
Vets,
So
on not think say
Vets.
on not think say he go fit adapt to the intensity of the league.
it go adapt, it go adapt, but it will take time. But the thing is say now the price tag and all that thing, the price tag and British media and another thing. Now German boy went travel from this thing, they're not gonna give him time to do all those ones. Not be Grealish when Man City spend 100 million for where they pay it hey, because now they go come for him. So with all those pressure, this run of games when they go, you know they score.
If you see,
The
if
pressure
you
to
don't
build.
see, if you don't see a player when we say over time, or before you even come Premier League, you see on like person when they aggressive, he dey physical, and he still dey technical. Then he can still enter the league, still dominate like in a consecutive way. Because even as Ozil, I could liken him to Ozil. As much as Ozil good, with if you tell me say Ozil come Premier League, come play his best football. Ozil was good, but Ozil was not at his best for he holds play for Premier League. Ozil was not at his best since we expect him from that 2010 World Cup. Even reach when he even go play for Germany. If you reach Germany, you will see a different Ozil. When Ozil come out now, you see a very different Ozil as well. I was saying I dey look this vet guy. Yes, na very good player for a system when we say or for a league when we say not the as physical or as fast as Premier League. He go play so well, he go dominate, he go be the best player. But for this Premier League, I don't see Vets being even top five, even top 10 best players at some point. He go play the ball because of the money when they use take sign. But him being main player for Liverpool not be this guy.
It just be like I'll give you an example. It be like this Modric move, this Chelsea Modric move. You understand? It dey obvious say the guy not dey fast enough for the Premier League. He thinking the way he took the brain. I'll give you another example. Bakayoko when conscious when come from Monaco that time when conscious when he play, but when people see match play, not because he's a bad player. You know your talk but Premier League you own. You need to dig up for that intensity. You understand now why many people they run more because when you do that many you see when they brush people for Premier League. So that league they more tactical, they more but Premier League and you see them now. So I feel say Vets in the end the most important thing we need to do now just break that dog. That be the that one they say Sesco own start well because it not go that long. If the drought for Sesco start to increase before say it dey go like 6 matches, 7 matches, 8 matches.
Media will come for
When
you now.
they need this Sky Sport every morning, every morning, the pressure will dey build. So now just the way I feel with that. Before you look, they're going to call him, they're going to cause this person event, another Fernando Torres, or they will find one name, give him. He don't
But
start.
I just feel like, and it's not for people better. Season just starts. You're supposed to start the boy adapts. You're supposed to give the guy time to adapt. Maybe if they bring him in for second or something, get players there for that
Until
position.
you sign
Don't
player
say that you go
150
play.
million. I mean, how many million I just signed the boy? You can't bench or that kind of player. I mean, you see, the idea of signing for your vets and say, come and take over the league, would already set everything down. We are the
When they come, they say
champions.
he could be the best player for the
We
league.
are we are the champions. Come and step us up. Come and step us a bit further than we are already. But now, yeah, it really make them look like say they won. Even though say the whole of the Liverpool team currently they bad. From the goalkeeper now until now even they fit. That one even is even better than the rest part of the team. So the defenders in terms of Van Dijk and Konate really say only God nine know waiting those guys. And stepping up even to the midfield, Gravenberch, not the Gravenberch we see of last season. Although yes, we dey see am more, but like say slots don't give am a freer role when we can even be less interested in defending or even tracking back or making those interceptions. Let me say we dey see am make that last season. We never really see am from am. This na why Liverpool dey concede a lot of goals because you not really dey act like a defensive cover, like a cover for his defense. Once you beat that midfield, beat that defense, you don't finish.
No, but
Was Van Dijk just setting us for you like
what's it twerk?
you know, it's done, it's over, it's over. Then you go reach the front line now, so they don't even create enough chances. I did watch Isak that's on Saturday or then Isak maybe still get that fear factor for whether the JC I don't even understand.
See, man, you say you get the Eddie Howe effect of player. Eddie Howe get I think they bring the best. If the guy will give some Eddie Howe to players now, if the guy will give Eddie Howe Sterling, if Eddie Howe say one Sterling today, Sterling will have to score like 12 goals.
Don't get off here telling me just stay out for staying here like this. You just feel like even just Bishop Jesus for staying man. So
So Eddie Howe get used to it. But another thing I want to ask you, what is the problem with Allison? Allison a goalkeeper, but injury, the injury run is too high for goalkeeper. Like you know they play, and like they kick ball, but every other week, Allison they play past how many
I don't
matches?
even think so. I don't even think so that guy don't play one full season without injury. The guy must
yeah.
he's
It's
always injured.
surprising for a goalkeeper.
No, the guy they look they check the injury records now. And the funny part is a lot of injuries are mainly hamstrings. Like not even around injuries, leg injuries. You be
Just
number
imagine.
10, they do leg over. I mean they
But
just leg
if you know, ten on the wood like that.
Let me see. I wish person that had this in a man you they play for. Let me see.
They for not amputate the leg.
Wow.
But then again, maybe not to take out the for this Liverpool match, so maybe not to take out the credit from Enzo Maresca because the Chelsea also winning this match comes to the bravery of Maresca. And Liverpool losing the match shows, we cannot call it the cowardice, but the fear when enter slot body. You understand? Because you see the changes when Maresca made. You bring changing the full front line. I suppose in the match, Chelsea full front line come out. You don't get McGill, Jamie Gittins, and see this young boy named Esteval when scored the goal. So that one should say Maresca really won the match. But you see the changes when Scott make, taking out Konate and bringing Vets, don't come out Zulu slide from number 10, carry and go right back. Taking out Sue again when he come out, bringing Endo. All those kind of changes, and all those things they destabilize the team because you can't carry your grab and bench go back. And you hear Mario when Mario talk say The reason why I made those changes to actually be able to build up from the back. But that thing will make your team so destabilized. Taking players to play out of their position. Carry Zozobo's like one in a natural midfielder. Carry and they go play right back. Carry Gravenberch when now you don't want the freedom to the run with the ball. Carry and they go pair for centre back with Van Dijk. Those things will create an imbalance in your team in the long run. Shortly, the effect you go to show small until when it will begin to show very well, like for every
Sorry,
match.
Gravenberg now go forget how to play where he's supposed to play. He go dey used to center back or I think the build up for center back. It don't make sense. That's just wrong. I don't know what be the
Because
tactical reason why that is sharp.
so okay, now we go question their signing now. Their because even before season starts, before they even sign this up, like 2 weeks into the season, everybody talks about Liverpool getting very nice. We're spending close to £500,000, blah blah blah. But now, even with £500,000, your team looks bad. Your team looks worse. And the only player from this player we see is still last season, apart from Jota when pass on. The only player when we say really miss from there now is the ass figure. When 50 years out, we feel to at least a percentage of that work. Him and Gakpo is supposed to prepare for that win take play. So where we say now,
Make
you don't sign a lot of players, then you play people out of positions. Get right back for bench, you sign right back, then you can't bring on your midfielder to carry on midfielder to go play right back. Those things not will always end well. Those things not they ever end well. We don't see them over time for Premier League say you not get how that thing not they ever end well for managers at all.
Liverpool, I just feel like they get themselves to blame for this predicament where they do right now. They get all summer window to sign defenders. They not sign. I went window one finish. Now they put like they make efforts to sign defender. This employee signing where they miss out on, I did very sure say the thing and the effects now they see now. So Liverpool not that this Liverpool team need at least like two defenders, like two good defenders. But at the end of the day, they sign Frimpong when season when summer window just open, they just dey relax. I just feel like whatever they dey face now and the consequences of their action. That's why I don't know whether you remember the day when Liverpool and Arsenal they play during preseason friendly. You come dey like they ask say I think we get we get this conversation, this discussion about the defenders. One when they tell you say Liverpool they okay, they don't really need defenders. When you can't say my list defenders when they get, I can't list Konate and Banjak and all that. I don't really see what team you see that time. Now everything now when they make sense to me say yeah this team really need defenders, but may they ready to face the team
Even
when
even
but
even even this thing that gay he signed when they leave the last minute. That a very easy deal. Even Chelsea, I see the invest for Chelsea for that deal. Now deal we say we just the way we what do you name? Simon wait for us tire. We not come in just verse go Tottenham. We just got them to say people of our sign. As Liverpool the door, collect Gay na your former player. Gay go improve. Even if you know just we bless the dog. 60% of anything when you want me defender do, or anything when cool they do, Gay go do am. Liverpool, when it's supposed they active for that deal, they pursue striker, pursue his sack, pursue his sack, pursue his sack, pursue his sack. That's not seasoning. That's not seasoning first. Forget Gehi. Gehi now, they people say they will fit cover the deal in the remaining hours of the window. Crystal Palace just for their hands more. And Crystal Palace now Crystal Palace are the genesis of all their problem. Just they look from the this way they talk, the final to the community shield to everything Now the Crystal Palace be the problem for this year. And then I know secret say the player give them last. And at the other than that doesn't beat them again this season for Crystal Palace go do City already this season. They go do City, they go do Liverpool already this season. So I feel say this guy errors, the mistake when Liverpool don't make. What it could cost them. They invest too much for where they get cover actually. They over invest for the where their cover not too good. They know go answer am. So that I'm waiting will play strong role for their position for the league this season.
But looking at it, they signed two defenders now. They signed one right back. They signed one left back. So I just feel like I know they're very sure it makes sense for it.
I want to know question. Keke is now update on Arnold. Now upgrade, sorry.
Which okay,
I
okay.
Yes, now upgrade.
Robertson did there now. Robertson did there now. Abi,
The Robert today. Sorry, Frimpong. Okay, now Frimpong they sign for this thing. Sorry,
which okay,
this person. Keke is now upgrade from
players they
Robertson. This is what
available?
this originally from
Which
1 years ago.
which right back and left they are available for market for this summer window when you say they'll feel. I know really think say no player will be coming feeling the boot of Arnold. No player will be coming feeling the boots of Robertson. What did those guys do for Liverpool during prime Liverpool? I don't really see any player coming into this team and doing it. So I just feel like them signing Keke is na potential player with potential. Yes, the boy get high ceiling. Last season, even the Keke is the team of the season, team of the EPS season, last season, yeah. So I just feel like signing with Robertson see there, Keke is now upgrade. To me, now upgrade. I know say yes, we see what if Pong do for a former club last season for Leverkusen. We see the goals and assists went back last season. So I just feel like Pong coming in for Arnold now still very good. That's still very good replacement for the team. So I just feel like yes, they signed two very good defenders, two young defenders who are very good. But it would make sense for a team to sign like four defenders for just one summer window. So I just feel like yes, they really feel like they sort out their defensive issues. They signed two players. The Fofis, you feel say the Fofisi like push to sign more, whereby they still get other position to fill in. So I just feel like coming into the season, if you look the Liverpool team, they be like putting really balanced. If not be like now we don't see okay, season now don't start, we don't see the lapses to the team and all that. Now suppose like now they play right back because of injury and all that. So I just feel like coming into the season, the Liverpool team looked really balanced. But now we don't see anything turn out. So
so personally, I feel say the problem and the solution just not hard. This should be the test when most Liverpool fans, because not really my problem. Most Liverpool fans will use on slots. Because last season everybody basically say you not really tweak anything from what club do all the times when club take the you only just make the team play a little bit reserved in how they attack. Like they control games more. Like you know also say they up for only counter and counter and counter. We did see Liverpool they control games at some point, but for this season it's looking so different as well. It is beginning to look worse if you don't really sort out his structure because the solution to a problem they inside the team. It just depends on how we take set up the team. And again, another problem I say you will still see for future are the Isaac and FA issues. Because at some point, I believe say egos actually clash. If Isaac begin bang goals and Ekitike begin bang goals, I did very sure say none of them go want sit on the bench for the other. Because Ekitike are still very young striker. When you say when you get that belief, we don't see him for now. We get that ego. Isaac too, now person say still get that ego. That a problem say still dey front. But for now, this particular one, let me see that they concede goals. They know they feel they dominate games. Their defense they shambles. They know they feel they even create chances as well as or check on the stats or chances created last season, chances created this season. You see massive drop off. Even Salah when we say even they create the chances and score the goals, check on the touches for the short balls, still drop off. Check on the passes into the final third, still drop off. So a lot of things don't really go bad for this team and for this Liverpool team. But for a team to expect say them winning the league last season would be like a projection for them to shoot the ball higher. Now they're almost in time. Because if you check, well, this same thing when they want to put to them, like something when happened to City around the same period last season. Now
Yeah.
around the same period last season, when Man City come drop points, they lose matches, they're not supposed to. It seems when they're supposed to they win. So if they want really solve, if they want to move on from this bad result, Slot need to go back to the drawing board and arrange the team again. Whether you go back to it because basically the only thing they missed now right back and left winger from the team of last season. Because I know they basically say striker because they get a good striker on there, they get Isak and they get ATK. So what they miss now the right back in terms of Arnold and the left winger in terms of Luis Diaz. So if you basically set up a team again like last season, Liverpool will come back. But that one will come at the cost of dropping Vets, which is not possible. So the problem is still there inside out as well as the solution.
You,
Because
you
when
think
you talk, you signed player of 130 million
Now
pounds.
why
now the
now why I talk say
problem,
now why I talk
now
say
the
now the
problem
problem
with
the
that,
problem with that because the guy not fit
because
first
okay,
currently currently Mo Salah dey do work when you're supposed to do. You no expect Mo Salah at this age currently to begin the press like the Mo Salah when we not to. So for the front line, Liverpool no not even the press. Vets not the player we say go press for you. Last season we see most of their pressing come from Zobo's line. Majority of Liverpool pressing we see say na Zobo's line dey press. What is Salah dey do na just to relax, receive the second ball, either score or give assist to the fifth of Salah last season. Well, let's say at some point in the game, he decided to track back. Now, we hardly see that part of him. But this is now, we still say Musala, they want to press, but you know, if you get the pressing right. Luis Diaz too was another pressing the machine from the left. Everybody know how much he needs Diaz to press. But we never see that press too from Kudigapo. And also, Diego Jota too, when we just pass on, are still very good pressure. So that front line last season, the team of that front line of people fast players, Silva, Jota, and Luis Diaz, they press. But we'll never see that team from this Liverpool team this season. And again, including their midfield, the hard workers like McAllister, Zobos, like, so they were very hard working last season. But this season, I will never see that hard work because of why slots don't give grabbing bench that style of play. So you are free. Not be you be toxic to sit again. Anyway, now why you say this season, you don't score many goals. You don't score 2 goals, 3 goals already this season. What he never do for a very long time. And now I effect of saying slots have given me freedom. And that freedom don't expose their backline before. So they don't feel the room, they don't feel the press, and then they don't feel the defend. They only feel the hold ball for a period of time.
but
They don't hold
now
ball
slots
because
go with that from paranoid. Sorry, because normally from I'm not really, but over the years where you know the paranoid and they score but they concede. You understand? They feel win match 3-2, 4-3. All those kinds of score line now you dey see. So now what I feel say now the team now don't they so much in sync with waiting they do for slot and not be the defensive mode or what they do on that club that they follow now. So everything don't change. And now, just like you talk, Salah not if they press. Now you get 130 million naira striker when you erase sack. You get how much for what be the name again? Vets. You get 85 for a KTK head. So who want the bench? Who wants that bench for who? You understand? Everybody na big boy, everybody na top boy, everybody won't play. So now see the only problem this guy need to do now na how to as the only thing you need to do you got to manage the minutes. You get you know if they give everybody, you know if you got to surprise one person got to suffer am. You understand? So now for him to make that choice now, and I feel say the thing if you do now based on say this guy they good form. Since Nketiah they good form, exactly they hope say in a match fitness now why not dey form and they won't play him. Now this guy got suffer am because you know if he come any other person, you know if he go come Salah. Salah na Liverpool legend na the the whole stadium will erupt. You know, so one person got suffer am, except the team performance will just continue like this. That's what it just be. So that's not the problem. Now very now very it look like trivial problem, but a very serious problem for them.
All right. So we don't touch on almost Premier League last season. Because last season, last weekend. And at this point, we just need to wrap up because of time.
Are we done? Are we just on us now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So we just need to wrap up because of the time.
Before we
But
let's just go to our La Liga brothers. What happened to Barcelona for the weekend? So we are back up now.
So I see the Barca game now. I just feel like Sevilla, the way Sevilla play Barca this play Barca yesterday, man. No, I don't really think so. I don't see anything like anything like that play Barca that way. Those guys, the way they exploit that Barca airline yesterday.
The highline is showing.
Oh,
The highlight be like hairline when they
if
when they
not be
shop the goal.
if not be say Sevilla not Nika yesterday, bro, that match and Croatia like I eight. If you like I seven, they was scored like seven goals that yesterday. If not be say Sevilla they not do clean.
When
Exploit
are
that
them they give their hope say they go close the gap on Madrid. Say they closer to Madrid. They just disgrace themselves. They feel that means, to me Madrid they look stronger to win the La Liga title because what those guys they do with 10 men. I don't just think back and go even fit one for La Liga self. Because only with that Yamal, their plans and everything they do. And Mbappe, Mbappe and Vinicius, we feel say that they get or they go get problem, but those guys, like say they get to their rhythm every other day.
and
So
the surprising thing now I say, I don't really think say Barca miss Yamal and Rafinha for that match yesterday because they create chances. Barca create a lot of chances yesterday, but the goals not really come. This Rooney boy, I don't understand that guy at all. I never really understand that boy. That guy get like two good chances to score better goals. The guy he missed those chances. See they were those yesterday, miss penalty. So I just feel like yes, the team missed Yamal obviously, like Rafinha too, but they still create chances yesterday. They still create a lot of chances, but they're not the clinical enough. So I just feel like even with Yama and Rafinha for that team, and with Sevilla game plan yesterday, they foresee ban goals that match. They foresee
you know
ban
get
goals.
waiting back up to escape out.
I
Like
swear
they
to
try to
God, for collect, those guys wicked, wicked, bro.
anyway, now they have the international break to relax and get their ideas and their highlights right. Because they're not gonna change out. Because like Amorim,
What did
fully
happen
believe the
to
highlight.
What did happen
So
now? What did happen to Yama? We don't see injuries now. Like this past few weeks. Waiting that thing say they happen to Yama. I just normal injury when you say it happen to any footballer.
I think this is just normal injury. Just like that's now waiting they talk about Rubik something they talk say injury again.
But
Pelvis
injury,
something, pubic area.
So so they go there for a couple of weeks, but which is good for Barcelona because obviously they're not going to play this international break, so you go there fresher. Whenever I come, just you should say Chelsea. That small scratch, okay, not be small scratch because normally you're supposed to give that guy yellow card or red card for against Liverpool, Chelsea. Where is James get for leg? Chelsea don't use that one to make us sit down, Kubam say, they wait national break. They don't withdraw from national team. So it's good for the fitness of the players. When they come back, they're fresher. So it's not really bad.
Well, I'm talking about this Barcelona side. I'm not going to do that because they're doing wicked this weekend. So as they still wicked like that, 9 good pass. Before,
Pikin wey say mama no go sleep, that pikin self no
so
go sleep.
as they beat me, they beat them. 9 good pass.
so nice games for the weekend. Like all the big boys they turn up now. Unlike 2 weeks ago when we know what happened. So congrats to all the wins. A very massive congrats to Man United. This is our win now. No say they come once they go move, not be always. So I really take that 2-0 win over Sunderland. I take it to my heart. It did very
Yes,
dearest
now
to
what are you tell you?
because I know say the next match na pasting. So till then, sha, hold yourself.
Alright.
So we supposed to see on Thursday now. Yeah, we will not be talking about the national team because I feel like we get a lot to talk about Super Eagles and the NFF as a whole. So I don't really know, Sha, what you wanna
Sorry,
think.
I'm with it. I'm with the three lions. I'm sorry. I don't do I don't do super Eagles.
You go to the
You don't,
Lions
you don't
support.
declare, you don't decamp.
Wow.
Even when I did Nigeria and Argentina, I did support from national team. You mean what they keep my ass for that country when it could disgrace me? I still love them, sure, but to cut to see, you know when to support Nigeria national team when you support them from far, when you know not trust them, just allow them to do their thing, and just celebrate when they don't do it. But when you go put your heart, the way they did it for that last qualifiers when they did Qatar Abuja Stadium too. Now dinner they watch my heart when they did the last year. I don't do it. But I will watch their match. I will see watch their match.
About
I'll talk.
Thursday, we could talk about them. Or anytime just before their first match. To talk about
Wh-
Super Eagles and then
When be their first match?
not even on Saturday.
And we will do on Friday because that Thursday I no go there around like 6 o'clock or 7. Except we want to do it for evening. If we don't want to do it for evening, I go there around. Daytime I no go there around. I
Anytime.
beg. Yeah, no.
Nice talking to you guys.
All right. Full time friends.
Enjoy the rest of the week.
Now,
Top
this
of the
week, enjoy
table,
your top of the
baby.
table. The top of the
Top
table,
of the
enjoy it,
table,
package it up.
baby. Yeah,
Yeah, no, but